With the weekly reset, Blizzard is tuning underperforming hero talents and classes. Our class writers have given estimates of the changes. Our class writers have given us a rough approximation of expected throughput changes with the weekly reset based on the full hotfix details and each individual class guide for more details. These estimates may vary based on the exact spells that Blizzard buffs tomorrow. Class tuning, May 26 notes, estimated class tuning for May 26th. We asked our class writers what the impact of upcoming changes will be for their spec and hero talents, and here are their estimations using sims and theorycrafting. Please click the spoiler tags to see additional information and notes from our class writers. For DPS, these are DPS throughput increases or decreases on both Single Target and AoE. For healers, these are HPS throughput numbers. For tanks, these are DPS throughput numbers. Estimated changes notes, SpecSingleAoE Havoc DH, Fel-Scarred, 2% 1% Havoc DH, Aldrachi, 7% 7% Aldrachi Single Target is actually going to be very good and likely 3% ahead after buffs. AoE is still not great, but it's such a large change and has been virtually zero Aldrachi logs since a bug abuse was used to compare off of. Vengeance DH, Aldrachi, 9% 7%, it's a possible swap for raid. Aldrachi should be higher average DPS, but top parses will still be Annihilator with good meteor proc RNG. There's no change in Mythic Plus since Aldrachi was more than 40% behind there. Feral Druid 4% Arcane Mage, Spellslinger, 3.7%, estimating it close to be 3.7% due to the aura being 22% and it not impacting things like embellishments. Spellslinger should remain the choice for Arcane. Arcane Mage, Sunfury, 7.2%, 5.5% Fire Mage, 5%, 0% Frostfire was already ahead of Sunfury before this technically, but only by a small amount. Hopefully we will have a sample size big enough to see people play Frostfire now that fire performance is better. Frost Mage, Frostfire, 10%, 11% Retribution Paladin, Herald of the Sun, 5%, depends on target count. Retribution is still playing Templar, but the gap is small now. Assassination Rogue, Deathstalker, 3%, this puts it around 2% behind Fatebound. It is around 20% better priority and scales into AoE better, so there might be rank 1 keys with it or something, but it's unclear. Subtlety Rogue, Deathstalker, 1.5%, 4% on Deathstalker. It is not technically an AoE buff, as we play Trickster, which performs noticeably better on AoE. On bosses which are dominantly single target or groups of adds that die faster than you can blink, Deathstalker is the better choice. On bosses with add/cleave/AoE, Trickster.